What's up, traders? So today the market got hit hard, and I do mean hard. But nothing got hit harder than chip and memory stocks. Take a look at Micron, a $1,000 stock, dropped almost 14% in a single session. Billions in market cap gone. And now everybody's panicking. Is this the top? Is this the start of the crash? Here's what nobody's telling you. With this much fear, at this exact moment, with this much volatility, with a massive catalyst hitting tomorrow, that is when traders get paid. Stick with me because by the end of this video, I'm going to show you the exact setup I'm watching to take advantage of all of it. So 3 things that I'll be discussing in this video. 1, what caused the sell-off. 2, the warning sign that flashed before the market even opened. And 3, we'll look at a potential trade to take advantage of all of this. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name is Rashad. I am a full-time options trader and I bring in the bulk of my income via the stock market. But do me a huge, super huge favor. Go ahead and smash that like button. And do remember that this is not financial advice, nor is it a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold any equities or options contracts. All trading comes with risk and results may vary. Now, first, our word from God that has to do with money, wealth building, or business. And this word comes from 2 Chronicles 1:12. And it says, therefore, wisdom and knowledge will be given to you. And I will also give you wealth, possessions, and honor. And the easy to read version states, wisdom is central and God can add material blessings too. And so I hope that blesses somebody out there. But with that, let's get down to business. Now, what caused this huge sell-off and why did chip stocks get hit the hardest? Well, there's a few things. First is they had the furthest to fall. Semiconductor stocks, as we can see here, have been the trade. AI data centers, all of it. The money has been piling into chip stocks harder than ever before. And if we look at this chart, we can see this is retail money flowing into semiconductor ETFs. And this source came from Bloomberg. And if we look right here, we can see inflow just hit a brand new high just last week, an all-time record. And so every day, investors have been piling into chip stocks at the fastest pace we have ever seen. Now, think about what that means. When everyone is already in, well, who is there left to buy? When the last dollar has chased the trade, any little ounce of bad news will spark a huge sell-off. Euphoria isn't typically a green light, it's more like a yellow flashing one. And so when the bad news hit, there was no current cushion. Everybody was already in, and then everybody reached for the exact same exit at the exact same time. And that's why today was the second worst day for chip stocks this year. But here's the part that almost nobody is talking about. The warning signs didn't show up here first, they showed up on the other side of the world. If we look here, South Korea is having what is being called as their Black Tuesday, and their stock market dropped nearly 10%. Now, why does South Korea matter for your chip stocks? Well, because South Korea is chips. You have Samsung, you have SK Hynix. These are some of the biggest memory and chip stocks in the entire world. So when their markets get hit on a geopolitical risk, that's a direct read-through to the entire global chip supply. And so if we look at their chart here, we can see that this was a pretty considerable red day. And we clearly felt the effects of it as the NASDAQ dropped over 3%. And so you had 2 different forces colliding today. Chip stocks that were already stretched to record highs with everybody piling in, and a geopolitical shock that lit the match. Now, I want to zoom in on one single name because it may be the most important stock in the entire market over the next 48 hours. And that is Micron, ticker symbol MU. And so looking here, we can see Micron simply got crushed today, almost 13%. And this was a $152 swing. And here's the context. The stock has been on fire. I mean, look at this chart. Micron was one of the hottest names in the entire market, running up several 100% over the last few months, way above its moving averages, and likely flashing overbought on every single indicator, including the stochastic, which we can see here. And when a stock is this extended and this loved, it usually doesn't take much to knock it down at least a few levels. But that's not even the main reason I'm watching it. Here's the main reason. Micron reports earnings after the close on Wednesday. And in the near term, that is the single biggest catalyst for the chip space. Now, some of you are probably thinking, Rashad, Micron is a memory stock. It's not a chip stock. And you would be 100% correct. But here's what every single trader needs to understand. Micron trades with the semiconductors. It moves with the group. And so when Micron steps up to the plate tomorrow, the whole market will read it as a reading for the entire chip sector. Strong numbers and very, very, very strong forward guidance could help push chip stocks along even further, but a weak guidance could drag it down big. Either way, write this down, a big move is coming. Record high positioning, geopolitical shock, and now a sector-defining earnings that can move everything. That is a volatility powder keg. This can be where traders and gamblers split. The gambler sees a big red day and panic sells everything, But a trader might see something completely different. The trader sees that all this fear has done one thing. It's made volatility explode. And when volatility spikes, option premiums get fat. The market is literally paying you right now a very large sum to take the other side of this panic. And since there's so much fear consolidated into the chip names, when this happens, I like taking advantage of ticker symbol SOXL. Now, I have it pulled up here, and for anyone who doesn't know, SOXL is a 3x leverage ETF to the semiconductor space. And so since it is 3x leverage, it will move 3 times the daily move of the chip sector, right? So if the chip sector moves up 1% for the day, then SOXL will look to move up about 3% for the day. And the same works in reverse. If the chip sector moves down 1% for the day, the SOXL will look to move down 3% for the day. And so with chips this volatile and Micron earnings coming up very soon, SOXL is going to get completely thrown around. Or at least that's the assumption. Because it is 3x leverage, it is a double-edged sword. It would be very expensive to buy options on SOXL. But on the flip side, if you are selling options on SOX, you could receive quite a bit of premium as we speak. You can see here that there are 44 different companies within SOXL, and it's all the big names. But if we look at the very first stock, well, what do we see? It is Micron, and they are currently 6% of this holding, right? Then after that, we have AMD, NVIDIA, Broadcom, Intel, et cetera, all the chip names that you know, but Micron actually holds the biggest percentage of this ETF as we speak. And since Micron has earnings coming up here very soon, that implied volatility from that stock is also built into SOXL. And so let's go ahead and open our broker and look at a potential trade. All right, so here we are at the options chain for SOXL. And one thing that I want to point out is the implied volatility. Now, if we come over here, you can see the implied volatility for every single expiration date. But if we take a look here, you can see this week's expiration is 277% for the implied volatility. And for the next 4 weeks, it is well above 200%. Now, SOXL typically has higher implied volatilities than other ETFs just because it's one, triple leveraged, and then also it has a lot of volatile names within the ETF. However, at these IVs, it is higher than what it normally is. And so I, as an option seller, want to take advantage of that. And so since we know we have so much near-term volatility, let's go ahead and look at a near-term expiration. And so let's say we go out to this date that's 17 days out from today. So I'll go ahead and open this up. And now, before we do anything, please remember this is not a recommendation to do any of these trades. These are just examples. If you do want to follow exactly what I'm doing, you can join us in the Trader Freedom community. The link is below in the description. Within the community, you get every single one of my trades, the course, access to ask me questions at any given time, and you'll be within a community of several hundred people that all have the exact same goal. All right, but the link for that is in the description below. So if we come over here, what I want you to notice is even if we go way far out the money, right? So if we're looking at these deltas over here, if we go much further out the money, let's keep scrolling. Well, you can see even if I go down to a delta of 0.10, which is at this strike of $140, I'll get paid anywhere between $640 to $780 per contract right here, right now, if I were to just sell a put. And at $140, that is well below the $231 that SOXL is priced at currently. I could go ahead and sell that put, but if it were to be a cash secured put, then I would need technically $14,000 to put on that exact trade. And that's a lot of money to be putting at risk for a sector that is getting a lot of heat as we speak. And so I would like to turn this into a defined risk trade. And so maybe I would come over here and I would sell that put there, but then I will buy any put at a lower price to turn it into a put credit spread. And so maybe I'll come over here and I will buy the $120 strike. And so now I have my put credit spread. Now, that changed the amount that I will be receiving. Now I'll be making $283 per contract, but it also drastically reduced the amount of money that I need up front to put on this trade, right? So our max loss went from a $14,000 ticket to now our max loss is $1,717, right? So that is a drastic reduction in our risk. Now, if we look at the P&L curve, we can see all we would need is for SOXL to stay above the mark that we set. And so we can see where these white dotted lines are currently is where the stock price is. And as long as the stock price stays above the mark that we set, which is $140 way down here, then we just make our money and we go about our day. Okay, and that has the highest probability. However, if something crazy were to happen and SOXL just keeps dropping well below your strike price, then it would become a losing trade, but then our max loss is capped because it is a credit spread. All right. However, in order to cap our risk even more, if this trade were to go against us, I would be closing this trade before it ever got in the money. All right, but again, SOXL needs to drop quite a considerable amount in order for that to occur. And also, again, if we look at those implied volatilities, this is an extreme amount. And so what will happen from here is, let's say Micron releases their earnings and they do very, very good and the stock goes up. Well, the implied volatility for SOXL is going to drop drastically. And what that'll do is also drop the premiums of what that contract is worth. And you'll likely be able to close that contract for a pretty sizable gain right after the earnings. Okay, so that's one thing that could happen. Let's say Micron does pretty decent, but the stock doesn't move at all. Well, the same thing would occur. A lot of the risk that is being factored in because of Micron's earnings, once the earnings has completed and we see the results of how the stock moves, well, that risk is perceivably gone. And so that will also reduce the value of those contracts, which would make this for a quick win. And so essentially, you just don't want Micron to tank right after the earnings. Okay, in pretty much any other scenario, this is a win. No guarantees, of course. Down in the comments below, what do you think about the chip sector right now and how are you trading it? And again, if you would like to join an amazing community and trade to freedom with us, join us. The link is below in the description. You'll get all my trades in real time as soon as I enter them. And then also, if you kind of have your own thing going on and you're just looking for a few setups from me, think about joining the Bull Premium weekly newsletter. Every single Friday, you will get several credit spread trades that I will be entering into personally on that day. And the link for that is also below in the description. And we would absolutely love to have you. But with that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.